y'all. You heard I was from Raleigh. How are you guys doing today? Y'all, we are at Hero Roundtable. How many of you, this is your first time? Look at all those hands. Guys, I think we just need to give you a round of applause real quick for being here. Thank you. I want to start out by saying that if you're looking for a hero, I don't think you have to look very far. I believe that there is a hero deep inside each and every one of us. Sometimes we just need a little bit of training and the right opportunity to awaken them. My name is Melanie Smith, and my job is to give people the opportunity to awaken that inner hero by volunteering for a cause that they're passionate about. 15 years ago, I started a nonprofit in my local community in Raleigh, North Carolina called Activate Good, with the mission of just inspiring people to get out there, to do good, to help each other out, and to serve through causes that they connected personally to. See, I'd heard so many times that people wanted to help. People wanted to get out there and make a difference and change the world, but they just didn't know how to begin. So I helped them begin. And this has become my life's work, because I believe that if everyone were out there, if everyone knew about the needs in their community, and were out there taking action to address those needs, that we would live in a world that doesn't need heroes at all. But before I get too ahead of myself, I want to tell you a little bit more about my personal journey, why I'm here today, and what brought me to this stage. So a long time ago in a galaxy that is this galaxy, I was a completely different person. I recently found photos of myself as a teenager, and what I was struck most about them was how rarely I could be seen smiling in any of them. You see, as a kid, as a teenager, I suffered from depression, from anxiety, and the weight of the words that I would tell myself over and over again. You're not beautiful enough, you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you're not anything enough. These were false beliefs, of course. But it makes me sad to think of myself telling my younger self those things today. So before I go any further, what I want to do is I want to have all of you, if you've ever thought these things to yourself, or maybe you've been feeling them recently, everyone just go ahead, wrap your arms around yourselves. Go ahead and do this now. Give yourselves a big hug. Squeeze. And repeat after me. I am an amazing, worthy superhero. Awesome. Thank you, guys. And you are. You are. All my life, I've been searching for something, searching for meaning, searching for purpose. And I, as a teenager, decided that this should be a search for heroes. I dragged my friend to the mall as a kid, not to look for the coolest new outfit, but to search for heroes, like the ancient Greek philosopher Diogenes, with his lantern searching for one honest person. We actually brought a flashlight to the mall one day to search for one heroic person. Unfortunately, like Diogenes, our relationship with authority was a little questionable. A mall cop threatened to confiscate our flashlight if we didn't cut it out. So that quest was a bust. But I didn't stop there. Eventually, I decided that my search should turn inward, and not only did I want to find heroes, but I wanted to become a hero myself. So I started small. I would see a boy drop his books in the hallway and watch as classmate after classmate just stepped over them in their hurry to get somewhere. So I picked them up. After school and my bakery job, I would see that they were throwing away pastries, dozens of perfectly good pastries every day. So I worked to salvage them to make sure they got to a shelter. Starting small. These are things that anybody can do. Eventually, I found service and volunteering, and I started volunteering for everything I could get my hands on. I was building habitats for wild rescued tigers. I was cooking and serving meals at the men's shelter. In college, my search continued. One summer, my best friend and I decided we were going to save up about $800, which was not enough money to do this, and travel across the country, volunteering and doing acts of kindness in every state that we visited. It was an amazing, transformative journey. We met so many other heroic-minded folks out there just trying to make a difference, trying to do good. And we were so inspired that when we came back, a couple months after the trip completely broke, we decided to launch the nonprofit that I serve today, Activate Good. So Activate Good was born. And as I thought back on my teenage years and my experience serving and getting out there and volunteering and the road trip and everything, and then the work that continued after launching Activate Good, I noticed something unexpected was happening. I had transformed. I was no longer the shy, insecure girl that people knew in high school. I had learned skills I never thought I could learn. Here I am talking to actual human beings on a stage. You wouldn't have caught me doing that in high school. I became resourceful. I found a way to make things happen. I was building up these skills, and I was building up my confidence, and I was a different person. And I learned that my story was not unique. As I talked to hundreds and thousands of other people that I worked with through Activate Good, I heard their stories of how helping had helped them heal as well. People who were recovering after a divorce. People who were using their traumatic experiences with domestic abuse and human trafficking to fuel their capacity to help others. In one case, a man who had just gotten out of prison, finding that service was his way to reconnect with the community he'd lost. So my story is not unique. In the hero's journey, a hero goes out, faces great challenges, and is supposed to come back to the regular world with some kind of new wisdom or trophy or elixir. I learned through my own hero's journey that the very act of helping others is the elixir. Every year, my organization organizes a large day of service on September 11th to honor those lost on 9/11 with acts of kindness. It's a way for us to heal ourselves while helping the community. We join others across the country in doing this. Last year, I received a phone call from a woman who wanted to volunteer during our 9/11 day of service. She wanted my help finding a volunteer opportunity, and I said to her, "Did you see our website? We have 100 different service projects that you can do. You just pick the one that you like and you sign up online." "No, dear," she said, "I'm afraid I don't have access to a computer right now because I don't have a home right now." I felt my stomach drop, but she wasn't calling to ask me for help. She was looking to help. I was able to connect her with a wonderful volunteer opportunity near a bus line where she was able to get a complimentary lunch, meet amazing people, and get what I think she was really looking for, an opportunity to remember her power and her agency as a human being to affect change, to connect, to make an impact. Nobody sets out to help themselves when they're trying to help others, but it tends to have that effect. And I believe I found what we're all looking for. We all crave a chance to be brave, a chance to connect with others, an opportunity to find meaning in a world that can feel very dark and chaotic. helping others and heroism changes the world. But it can change you too. And that in itself changes the world. Thank you.